Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's me, R-Squad911, back again with another Ghostbusters DIY video. So a little bit of explanation here because this video is going to be kind of weird. I had already done the modification to this wand, and I had pre-recorded that because I had ordered the wrong GhostLab Keep Alive wand board in preparation for a Ninjatunes board that I have ordered, and I still haven't gotten my allotment yet. But anyways, so I had just pre-wired the harness because the new board, or the board that I was supposed to get, plugs into the same harness, just different soldering points. And I had pre-recorded all of that, and then for some reason they went missing off my laptop, and I had already deleted it off my memory card. So thank goodness I had some of it back up on my cloud, but I'm missing one of the beginning videos where I started to take apart the wand and start soldering a couple of wires. And then that day I was recording 3 videos and I had run out of batteries on my camera. Yeah, it was a whole debacle. But anyways, I'm going to kind of reintroduce this before I go show you those videos of me installing this thing. I ordered on eBay GhostLab's Keep Alive. Now, he has several options, and these are for the Hasbro stuff. This was the original board that I purchased. It's a smaller board. Pretty cool. It has like Spengler on there. And this one is the Pack Keep Alive and Wand Keep Alive. And Scoleri Brothers, he had done a Wand Keep Alive on his pack with the Ninjatunes. So the Ninjatunes itself already has a Keep Alive board for the pack. So I was thinking, and I didn't want to risk it, that maybe this would interfere with the with the Ninjatunes board, because this one also has a Keep Alive pack built into this. So this is their smaller version. You can see it here, and they both have the same harness, and this keeps the pack and the wand alive. And what I wanted only was, I wanted to match Scoleri Brothers setup, where he had only purchased this is the bigger board, the Wand Keep Alive. And I should get some scissors and open this thing. Can I just peel this open? No. So I will show you that board because I'm not going to open up the Pack and Wand Keep Alive. I'm just going to sell that one. It's just better to keep it brand new. But yeah, what you want to do is you want to ground yourself, touch some metal. Electronics are finicky like that. And that is the Wand Keep Alive. It's a much bigger board too than the Pack and Wand Keep Alive. And with this Pack and Wand Keep Alive, what's nice about it is that you can have the wand fully turned on and activated with the rumble motor, and this one will work, you know, keep it going. Whereas with this one, you can only have the 2 activations without engaging the rumble motor. If you do engage the rumble motor, it will time out still after 30 seconds. But if you keep the other 2 on, it'll keep the wand alive. It's kind of better when you have the Ninjatunes board, because when you have the wand fully activated, it starts doing that whirring sound. And it could get quite annoying with the speaker right by your head when you're wearing the pack. But it's nice to have the wand on your pack with the lights kind of flashing, which is kind of cool. And you'll save some batteries without the rumble motor going on. And whatnot. But I believe that you can do that the same with this, but you can have the rumble motor on. And this is, no one has tested if this will work with the Ninjatunes. I highly doubt it will. I think that the Pack Keep Alive on this might interfere with the Ninjatunes Keep Alive, and it might not work properly. Whereas this one is just for the wand, and it should work and well, as Scoleri Brothers showed in his videos. You can look him up on YouTube. I'll put a link below. It works, and it even works with the smoke machine. All right, so yes, so when you buy it, it comes with this harness, and then you solder it onto the wand board. Both boards have the same harness, but the soldering points are different. I believe that the 2 yellow wires there are soldered in a different location for each board. So you have to keep that in mind. When I bought the board from him, he did send me the wrong instructions. When I bought this one, he sent me the pack and wand keep alive. He sent me the wiring for this one. And I just assumed that just because he sent me that one, that the wiring was the same across the board. But after a few emails back and forth, I realized that it was different. And I guess he didn't realize that he sent me the wrong PDF. But good thing I did that. And yeah, just so that you guys know out there and there's no confusion, we don't short stuff out. I don't know what will happen if you solder it wrong. Maybe it just won't work. But it would suck to solder onto the board and not have it work, right? Anyways, and it also comes, sorry, with this harness, comes with 2 screws and a mounting thing where you can mount the board, the new board. All right, so I'm gonna put this one away. Probably just gonna put this up for sale. If anyone's interested, hit me up. You can pay whatever I paid for it, but I did pay quite a bit for shipping because I am in Canada. But whatever I paid is what you will pay plus shipping. And yeah, so I won't lose anything. And I don't know, I think he's sold out on these 2. But yeah, I'll figure that out later. Anyways, what I'm going to do here is I'll need those mounting bolts. This one, these are cool boxes. We will open up the wand. I had already... In my other videos, I already had the wand opened up because I was doing all these other mods to it. I was doing the bar graph mod, if you've guys seen my other video, and that turned out really awesome. And then I tried to do a speaker upgrade / downgrade mod. I thought that changing the speaker to one of my lightsaber speakers would make it sound better, but it did sound quality-wise, it did. But loudness-wise, the stock one is still louder just because it has such a big magnet. And those lightsaber speakers that are thin like that are only 2 watts, whereas apparently this speaker on this wand is 25 watts, which is, I don't know, maybe it's 2.5. Oh, sorry, the lightsaber speaker that I had was only 1 watt, so versus a 2.5 watt, it's quite the difference. Anyways, there's lots of videos out there on how to open up the wand. Usually these are covered with plastic. You have to drill them out and pull out those notches, which expose these screws. Then you can unscrew all of these here. So there would be 4 there, and then there's 4 here, plus this one, which is 5. Open this thing up. Already pull out? Nope, sorry, there's only 4 here, not 5. I think after doing this so many times, I would remember. And this one's the long one. Don't forget to install this at the end because once you put this thing on, it blocks you from accessing that. Open this thing up, there you go. This is how I did my aluminum things there. So I took the factory mounts and I kind of dremeled them, shaved them down, and then bolted it onto this. Yeah. All right, so there we go. There's the board there. There's my harness. And basically you unscrew the board in 4 spots, pull it out, and then you got to wire it so that the wires, when you flip the board back on, come out the side here. You don't want them coming out on this side because it will interfere with the wand actuation. So I'm going to open that so you can see that. If they came out here, there'd be a lot less space for this to move. And it will hit there. Okay, so let's zoom in here. Yeah, so you're gonna remove these 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna flip the board over, and then you start soldering. And then when you solder, you make sure that the wires point this way. And then when you solder them, make sure they don't cross each other, and they have a nice a pathway out to the side here. And now I'm gonna cut to those videos. One of the videos I lost, it didn't upload to the cloud, so I had already done a few wires, I think 3 wires soldering, and then my battery ran out, and then that video survived where I started doing the rest of them. So you'll get the idea of how to solder. You basically want to put a dab of new solder on the back contact, and then you tin. Even though that the wires are already tinned from GhostLab, you want to tin it yourself with your solder so that it matches and melds well with the solder that you put on the board. And it's super easy. And we'll go to those videos now. I'm so sorry for it being all jumbled up. All right, so after that, I will show you guys how I connect this to everything, and then hopefully everything will work, fingers crossed. Okay, but here are all the other videos I had pre-recorded from 2 weeks ago. All right, be right back. I am so sorry, guys. I've been recording all day, and well, not all day, but since 9 o'clock. It's about 3 o'clock right now. And I ran out of battery, so I charged it, and I think we missed a few things. Let me just ground myself again. I think I was just doing the red or the black wire, and then now I've done the blue one, which goes here. Sorry, I'll zoom in. And now I've propped it up with this, which looks cool because that's where I got it, GhostLab42. All right, so now we're going to go with the green wire, which is number 5. I believe it goes 1 up from the bottom, which is this one, I think. Is it on this side? Yeah, I believe it's here. So 1 up from the bottom right there. Let's turn this thing back on, let it heat up. And then after these 2 yellow ones, I believe, go on these 2 right there. Doesn't matter which one it goes on, as long as they're both on there. And then the last one would be the white wire, which goes after this group of 3 to this one right there. And yes, sorry, earlier I said that the wires need to go this way towards the wand, away from the wall. They actually have to go towards the wall. Let me zoom out a little bit. Towards this wall. So then they're going to go up against the wall and then go over the board, and then you're going to mount everything over here. So thank goodness I soldered it wrong. Well, I thought was wrong, but is actually the right way. Okay. Okay, so let's dab some solder here for number 5. The solder already is very close to the other one. You just got to be super careful. Okay, so that one was going to be green. Let's see. Okay, green. Butterfingers. There we go. Whew. That's on there, good. All right, and now for the yellow, which will be over here. You do not want these ones to touch either. Whew. Nice. 2 nice little balls there.
go one here. That's good. And since they're so close together and there's a space between the next set, you can do it kind of to the side of it if you're worried about them shorting together. There we go. Okay, home stretch. Just got the one white one left, and that one goes on the first one after the 3 there, so right there. I'm going to clean this solder a little bit. Any sharp edges? Okay. And we're going to add a ball of solder there. Whew. And there we go. Whew. I am sweating. It's hard to do a video and do this because usually I'd be sitting on my bench. I'll have like a magnifying glass and everything, and I'd be, you know, with my headgear with a light on my head, and it'll be shining in, and I'll be doing it. But doing it on the camera for you guys, I love it, but man, is it stressful. Okay, so I just want to test all the connections. Just give everything a little tug. Make sure everything's good. All right, this black one is kind of raised. I think it should be fine. And then that is it. We'll now flip this over this way. It's gonna, hopefully everything will avoid. Oh, I really want to fix that now. Okay. I'm gonna do that off camera. I'll be back. Okay, I touched it up a little bit. It's still raised, but that should be fine. I'm going to double check all my connections. So red, which was number 1. Number 1 was the brown. Number 1 was the brown. Which was there. Okay. Number 2 was red. That went on the VDD. Yep. Well, it was RST, I believe. Yeah, okay. So 3 was black. It was right beside it. 4 was right beside that, even more, down there. And then 5 was the green. It's the second from the bottom with the double holes. And then 6 was the 2 yellows beside the double holes. And then 7 was the first one after the group of 3 over. And yeah, we're good to go. We are good to go. I'm going to lift that up there. Flip this back down. And then there's so many wires in here. It is kind of nuts. And so, but then, oh no. This wire, okay, you know what? This wire was for the segment. I had it going towards the wand mechanism, but now it's going out that way, and that's fine. I will just make do. I do not want to unsolder anything and resolder stuff. So, yeah. Not the end of the world. Turn off the soldering iron here. Okay, screw holes are lined up. Put one down first. Don't tighten it all the way, just make sure that there's enough leeway for everything. Only that one screw lined up. Oh, it's so hard to just get everything in there. Okay, next screw is going in. Everything looks good. My wires look like they're being pinched. Fourth screw is going in. I mean third screw. Why did I say fourth? Oh man, I am all videoed out. And the actual fourth screw going in. Now you don't want to over tighten these. You want to crack the board. You don't want to put too much pressure on stuff. If you want, you can just back them out a little bit too. You know, it doesn't have to be tight as long as it's secure, right? And then what you want to do is connect these back. These JST connectors, this 2 and this 4. What those do, I have no idea. They just do stuff. Okay, so that is it for now. And I'm just going to wait for the actual board to come in. And you can't screw this wiring up, okay guys? One, they're specific for each board. This one's going to be specific for the board that's coming in, not for this board here. So the soldering is the same, and I believe with this board, the 2 yellow wires go in different places. But right now, my yellow wires are together on the bottom that you saw earlier, and that is for the Spengler Link board, wand only. This one is the wand keep alive board, but it's weird because it also keeps alive the pack. But this is the new one. You can kind of see it through here. It's smaller. My new one that's coming in is much bigger, and we're going to see that once I complete this video. So now it's just a waiting game, and then I'll continue this video. All right, thanks. Actually, guys, I'm going to do one more thing before I sign out. We're going to do the mount, and this is the mount for the board when it comes, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to take these wires out of these 3 prongs there. You're going to remove the middle prong just with some snippers. You snip it out. I had a bunch of like hot glue on it, so I was like removing it off camera. But it is going to, see these holes here? They are going to fit right over those 2 prongs like that. And then when the board comes, it will screw into these 2 screw holes there. But these wires continue to go in between those, which is a really cool design. And yeah, that's what it's going to do. But what I want to do is hot glue it in. So I am going to dab some hot glue here. It's not hot enough yet. Some hot glue there. And stick it right there. So that'll hold in place. There we go. Wires aren't crimped in there, and they're being held. That's probably better than those 3 prongs. Then when the board comes, it's going to sit right there, and you screw it in. It'll be either in this way or over. I think the big board that I have will sit in that way, and we'll be good to go. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. Let's see. I think my last video, what I did was I mounted this, and then of course I'm going to ground myself again and make sure that I don't shock this board. And this is the board here, and you can see this is the top, Spengler Link. This is the version 1.4, and these are the jumpers. And right now the jumpers are in test mode, and I think I'm not exactly sure how that works, but I believe to get it out of test mode and to have it all running, it's supposed to be moved over to here. But the instructions call for it to be in test mode, to look at the LEDs, to make sure everything's functioning. So for now, I'm going to keep it like this. And then all we really need to do is
These are not used. I believe that these are used for his, in conjunction with his other modules for non-HasLab pack. I think there's sound and sync and link, sound and whatever. But all you need to do is really plug this one in, and it goes in this way, I think. Oh man. Yeah, looks like it goes in that way. Yep, that's linked in nicely. And then I believe we're supposed to mount this. I kind of want to get rid of. I should probably get my proper clippers for that. Be right back. Let's not use scissors and snip some wires because it's too long. All my stuff has been put away from my last video. And I can't seem to find anything all the way over here off camera. Oh, no, here it is. Okay. Snip that away to make some room. So, and then we're going to mount this like so. I mean, he has his in his PDF mounted so much more nicely. This wire needs to be free to move because of this. So then I'm going to have to mount it. I'm going to have to dismount it so that it has free movement. If I put it there, will it be enough to let it go? Oh, it will be. Okay, so that's good. All right, so that's how I'm going to mount it. I'm going to take these long screws that he provides. Of course, I drop it into there. I love these magnets here. I don't know if you guys can see it in camera, and I just kind of magnetize my screwdriver, and then it helps quite a bit. Sort of. Anyways, I'm going to thread this in by hand. Actually, I can't because the board is actually thicker. I mean, the screw is thicker than the board hole, but it ends up making a good connection like so. I don't know why the screw is so long. Huh. That is strange. Because when I screw it down, it goes past his block where it mounts and it starts lifting everything up. I don't know if I was supposed to screw a hole through there. No, because it would go right through the board. I mean, go right through the wand. And of course, like my hot glue that I put there kind of let go. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use crazy glue, and I'm going to get shorter screws. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay guys, just looking at the instructions, it calls for drilling some holes. So that is what I am going to do. First I'm going to start off with a smaller screw hole. I mean, you probably don't have to do this part, to be honest. You could probably use those spare screws that you had when you were taking apart your pack. I have so many screws left over, and they're the shorter ones, and they would work. And then I would just crazy glue this down into there so that it doesn't move. But yeah, I mean, and then Crazy Glue will secure it more than enough. This board doesn't really weigh anything to really dislodge this. But I guess for more secure reasons, to make it ultimately secure that it'll never come off, you would pre-drill these holes and screw them into those holes. So that's what we are going to do right now. Okay, of course we get all those plastic shavings. And then you can see there, 2 holes are made. And when you do mount this, you have to snip off that center. There's three pegs there, and then you cut off the middle one so that you could put the wires through there, and then they would go through this little kind of hole there. And that's how you do it. Now, and speaking of extra screws, they would look like this, and that would have worked totally fine. But yeah, we might as well follow instructions and mount this securely, not having to use glue. So, I mean, if you don't have a drill or drill bits, you can, wait, I don't know why I'm screwing that in right now. I guess I'm starting the holes. And it looks like my hole is too small for this one. It is soft plastic, so I believe I can just make my own holes, and then you'll get a much nicer thread pattern through there, which is working out perfectly right now. And then we'll go to the next one there. And we will do the same. The screw actually doesn't like to go in there. I need kind of this as a guide. It's very soft plastic. There we go. And now we can mount the board onto there. Let's see, I'll move this a little closer. And if you guys notice, I'm now using my lighting. That's why it's quite bright. It's really hard to film these darker plastics. So I apologize for all my other previous videos. Don't know why I'm doing that again. I need to put the board on there. That I was too lazy to use my lighting. Come on. Nice and secure. You know what I did? I just took the screw that goes on here to mount that, and I'm not sure if they were the same. Ooh, these new ones are much smaller. So I could have screwed up potentially and made the holes too big. Hopefully it will still grab, and it does. I'm going to take that one back out. I was wondering, why is this one screw out and it doesn't fit the board? And because this one is slightly bigger, so I might have really screwed up the threads on this one. Please don't do what I did. Yeah, potentially this screw might not be I'm just going to gently screw it in because the threads seem a little coarser, and it does screw in fine. Okay, so then I believe that we would run these wires this way, out of the way. That looks good. Lots of space up here for it to close, so you don't want to block these jumpers. We want to check that these wires are unencumbered, and it looks, ooh, I don't know why it catches into there. That won't be good. Ooh, it catches into there. What would happen if I opened it? Would it? That's how I kind of want it. I put that tape there so it wouldn't, there we go, that's better. I feel like the foam here is not as good as it used to be. So it makes such a loud hit, but it also is a little heavier with these metal parts. So when it does fire, there is more force going out just because these are actual metal parts, right? But right now it looks like the operation is good. Not getting caught. No wires getting ripped. What would suck is if it went behind that and then you fired it. So hopefully that does not happen. It just stays like that. Okay, so now we're supposed to connect it. It's in test mode. We'll bring the pack over. You're supposed to use a battery pack, but I can't because with my whole wire loom modification with these Klinko connectors, I can't put a battery thing anymore because I have wires running through there. I'm sure I could connect wires directly to these outlets and then plug it into a battery pack. The battery stick that goes in there, but yeah, we're not going to do that just for the sake of saving time. All right, so now we're plugged in. Going to turn on the pack. Oh man. Let's see, I think I have to turn the pack on. Oh, there we go. So it just showed, it just flashed. Doesn't power. So right now I'm not getting power to my bar graph. But it is lighting up that, but no power to the bar graph. Interesting. I wonder if I have to get it out of test mode for that to happen. Okay, so I'm gonna unplug this. Pull the jumper for test mode. Move it over. And hopefully that solves that issue. There we go. So when you're out of test mode, the bar graph works. Phew! I'm going to turn that on. Bar graph stopped working. Bar graph Still not working. Oh no. Something is definitely going weird here. Come on, bar graph. Everything is plugged into the bar graph. No issues. Maybe I'll shut down the pack. Okay, bar graph works there. And bar graph is working. I think it's when I adjust this. I had that issue before. And sometimes it stops working when you do this adjustment. Okay, it's still working. I can turn off the bar graph, turn it back on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut it all down and we will test it again. So this one. Bar graph's working. Fire it up. And it works. It's usually when I start fiddling, and it happens, I don't know, like 1 out of 5 times. Start fiddling with this. Now it's at full power. Fill it down. Let's go full power. And then turn it on. It works until I start firing it. But it's working now. So let's shut that down. Shut that down. See if it turns back on. It does. Again, we'll adjust it again. Activate. It's working. Okay. Oops. So now, with this all turned off, let's test. Every time you kind of like move this a little bit, there's an activation switch, and it makes it think that you're putting it back in, and it turns on the pack intermittently. Anyways, yeah, I'm just kind of turning it like that. That's really weird. I think I have to button it all back up. But anyways, we are going to test this. We'll turn it on. We'll have it at the full on, and it should turn off in 30 seconds. Should probably get a timer or something. I think that's what I'll do. I'll get a timer just to make this a more scientific video. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Here is the timer here. Let's zoom in. And we're gonna turn this puppy on. This is fully on, and it should shut off after 30 seconds, which was actually quite annoying during Halloween because I would just be walking around, it would shut off, but my Keep Alive on the pack was on, but I really liked all the flashing lights on the wand, which is really cool too, right? So let's see here. And there we go, it shut off. 30 seconds exactly. And then now, I'm going to shut this all down. We're going to try it on just regular on mode without the rumble motor on. And I kind of like it this way, and not only because it'll work with the Ninjatunes, but that I don't have to have that. When the Ninjatunes come, I hear that whirring sound. When you turn on the wand to activate, it has that I don't know, the high-pitched like cycling whirring sound, and that is kind of annoying to me. And plus you'll save a lot of batteries without this rumble motor going on. And it shut off in 30 seconds. That is so weird. What is going on here? So that is something I need to figure out that is going on. Is it because... It's because I had this upside down and I did that test wrong. Okay, so shut this all down, unplug it, ground myself. I had it upside down. It should have been this way, and this one should have been put out of test mode, put into test mode. So this should have been here. Like, I must have did something really wrong because I swear I soldered everything right. Okay, there we go. Let's plug this back in. Everything is right, that's in out of test mode. All right, we'll reset this. We'll go and see if this works. "20 seconds, still a few seconds out. I think if you don't get the Ninjatunes board, oh, we're 31, 32, 33. We are going past, the pack is still running too. So in essence, this one, even though it's just a wand keep alive, it will keep your pack alive too. But the other one, the other board that does the pack and wand, you can have the wand off and it will keep the pack alive still. That's what, if I read and watched the videos correctly. But if you don't have the Ninjatunes board, I think the pack and wand keep alive is nicer because the sounds from the HasLab pack from the factory is quite nice, even with the wand on. Everything has a nice hum and everything, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, we're at 1:19 and this wand is still on and running, and this will be perfect when I get my Ninjatunes board. And all I really need to do now is button this thing up, and yeah, I'll just wait patiently for Ninjatunes. I'll do an install video of that, and we'll test everything together with the smoke. And yeah, we should be good to go. All right, so there you have it, guys. So we're at 1:43, and we're going to end the video there. Please like and subscribe. I'm sorry how jumbled up this video was from the go. That's what happens when I film 2 weeks in advance. I don't know. I must have deleted the files off my computer or something, or they're somewhere on another drive. I just have so much stuff going on in life and everything. It was my daughter's birthday. We went to Las Vegas, and yeah, I don't know what happened to the files, but thank God some of it went up to the cloud, so it shows me soldering stuff. But yeah, successful install. Everything works. It even works with the Fruto Technologies 28 segment bar graph, which I'm happy. And yeah, please like and subscribe, comment below, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Hey guys, just wanted to give you an update on what has happened during my time with playing around with this for the last 20 minutes. So after 5 minutes of this all running together beautifully, it shut down. And I was like, what is going on? So what I realized is I didn't have my Fruto Technologies pack Keep Alive on. And the factory board on there without any Keep Alive system will shut down after 5 minutes, thus cutting the power off to the wand. So obviously, even though the wand has a Keep Alive on it, without power, it's not going to keep alive. So it's kind of like having the stick battery in there and then pulling the stick battery out. So the Keep Alive wand for this is strictly for the wand. And yeah, if you were just running it with the battery pack, it would have just ran until the battery pack died. But because it's connected and getting power from the pack, when the pack shuts down in 5 minutes, it cuts off power to itself and obviously ultimately cutting off power to the wand. So If you are not going to run the Ninjatunes board, which I am going to eventually, which has its own built-in Keep Alive, you're going to have to run a pack Keep Alive board in conjunction with the factory HasLab board to keep the wand alive and the pack alive at the same time. Now, if you don't have a pack Keep Alive, you would just get the original, or get the GhostLab42 pack and wand Keep Alive board, and it's just one thing to do both. But if you already have the Fruto Technologies Keep Alive, you can just use that wand Keep Alive board on that. Now, I'm not sure if you can use both in conjunction. I don't know why you would. I would just install the pack and wand and just take out the Keep Alive from your pack. But yeah, that's basically an update that I wanted to give you guys. But right now, with my pack Keep Alive on and the wand Keep Alive, it's been running for about 15 minutes now. It hasn't shut down. But like I said earlier before, when I was doing it, I didn't have my pack Keep Alive and it shut down after 5 minutes. So that is something of note. And just want to give you guys updated and give you all the information as I figure everything out. But yes, thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe, comment below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.